Wamsted. This is my house. Hello, welcome to 8th grade math with Mr. Wamsted. I am Mr. Wamsted. All right, look, today we've got to move on to some new material. We're gonna start talking about exponents. We're gonna start talking about powers and bases and the words that go along with exponents. Just a little bit of an introduction here as we get towards this end of this quarter at Friday. Remember, grades become final, which means, remember, Wednesday, all that makeup work's gotta get turned in. But for today, we're gonna start talking about some new stuff, all right? We're gonna start talking about exponents and bases. Now, for some of y'all, this might not be new, but for a lot of you, it might be, or it might be a review from something from the deep past. I'm gonna show you a couple videos, all right? The thing where I grab some other people's stuff because it's quicker, all right? And then we'll come back for a little assignment. But this is not right. Hold on. We're not feeling very comfortable here. Hold on. There we go. All right, 8th grade math. Let's get to them videos.
Exponents tell us to take a number and multiply it by itself a certain number of times. In other words, exponents are basically repeated multiplication. To help you understand what I mean, let's review multiplication for just a second. Do you remember how multiplication is basically repeated addition? For example, 2 times 4 is a shorthand way of writing 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. It's the same as 4 2's being added together, which equals a total of 8. Now, let's compare that to a similar exponent. Yep, that's an exponent. And in a minute, we'll talk about why it looks like that and why the numbers are different sizes. But for now, you just need to know that this exponent tells us to take the number 2 and multiply it 4 times. In other words, you would take 4 2's and multiply them together. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which would equal 16. So, multiplication shows repeated addition, and exponents show repeated multiplication. And we'll see more examples of how exponents work in a minute. But first, let's talk a little bit about why exponents look the way they do. Exponents involve 2 numbers. The first number is the one that gets multiplied repeatedly a certain number of times, and it's written full size, and it's called the base. The second number tells us how many copies of the base to multiply together. It's written much smaller and up at the top of the line like this, and it's called the exponent, or the index. And when reading exponents, some interesting terminology is used. This exponent would usually be read 2 to the 4th power, or just 2 to the 4th for short. And this exponent would be read 3 to the 5th power, or just 3 to the 5th. And this exponent would be read 10 to the 6th power, or just 10 to the 6th. Get the idea? Oh, and you'll often hear people say that a number is raised to a certain power, because it sounds kind of cool. But it's just another way of saying the same thing.
So now we can extend our thinking to looking at some numbers. Imagine if we add 3 with a little 2 up at the top right-hand corner. This notation says that 3 is the base value and 2 is the exponent. We should also note that exponents are also called powers. So for this example, we could say 3 to the power of 2 or 3 raised to the power of 2. So now mathematically, what does 3 to the power of 2 even mean? So this is how it works. We always start off with the base value, in this case 3. And since it's being raised to a power of 2, we will be using the number 3 2 times. And anytime we work with exponents, our operation is going to be multiplication. So we're multiplying those two 3's together. Another way to say it is 3 times 3, which we know equals 9. So 3 to the second power is equal to 3 times 3, which is equal to 9. And now we can extend this thinking. We know that 3 to the second power equals 3 times 3. We're multiplying 3 twice. 3 to the third power equals 3 times 3 times 3. We're multiplying 3 times. And of course, 3 to the fourth power is going to equal 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, or 3 multiplied 4 times. So now we can stop and make a conclusive statement, and that statement is that an exponent tells you how many times the base value is multiplied by itself.
Okay, 8th grade math. I hope that made sense. It's about time to go, so let's just call it what it is. Yeah, so we're gonna go do some classwork right now. Get ready for getting our grade for today. So exponents, powers, bases. That's about it. All right. I'll see you guys back in the real world real soon.